I've got 6 acres in Weston County, Wyoming. My name is Miles McLaughlin here with Wilco Land. What we do is we provide unique and epic land investments across the Western United States. This property itself definitely fits a bill. I love working in this part of the country. There's just not a lot of regulations. This is a part of a country where a person can do what they want with a piece of land, right, that they own. And so in this video, I'm going to break down the property. I'm going to talk about utilities. I'm going to talk about how you can go access the property. I'm going to pull it up on satellite imagery. I'm going to share what it looks like on satellite imagery. There's been a driveway and a turnaround installed in the property for a camper or an RV or something of that nature. So we'll talk about some of the target audience, some of the potential uses that it has out here, and I'll talk about where the utilities are and what some of the neighbors are doing as well. But I kick off all my videos with a quick disclaimer. This isn't legal advice. This isn't real estate advice. This is me simply sharing my thoughts and opinions on the property through my own due diligence, my own research on this property myself and my experience in the industry. So you as a buyer will ultimately be responsible to make sure this is a right land investment and right fit for you. But like I said, this is a really nice part of the country. You're just on the other side of the South Dakota border, right outside the Black Hills National Forest, spearfish, sturgis, custer, surrounded by great hunting and fishing. And again, a really quiet part of the country. You're close to Newcastle, Wyoming, and places like that. So let's talk about the location for a minute, and then I'll get into utilities and how you can go view the property on your own. So you've got a nice spread of land on 6 acres out here. You're outside of Newcastle, Wyoming, which is a cool little town. This is Black Hills National Forest. This is up by Spearfish, Deadwood, Sturgis. You've got the motorcycle rally. You've got the Spearfish Canyon. You've got a mecca of recreation at your fingertips within an hour or two drive. You've got Custer State Park down here. There's a lot of hunting, a lot of fishing, and just a lot of national forest for hiking and recreation and off-roading and stuff out here. So in terms of Wyoming side, you've got Gillette, you've got Devil's Tower up here. You've got the Pine Haven Reservoir. You go a little further north, you're in Sheridan, Buffalo, areas like that. You've got Bighorn National Forest just this way. So, a really nice property to call a landing point if you want to be out west, right? This property is a potential suitor for people who want to build. So number one, look at the neighbors. They've all developed homes and accessory structures. So when I think about a property like this, hey, maybe it's a barn dominium, something with a shop with the living quarters up top. And maybe you just want a piece of land to park a camper on during the summers. A lot of people want to enjoy what Western South Dakota has to offer in this part of the country. There's people, coming from all over the country to go vacation out here. So this is a pretty cool little landing point, a really affordable land investment to put a storage container out there, park a camper out there, like I said, a barn dominium, some sort of shop on your property. This is not a heavily regulated part of the country. So a lot of opportunities are going to go for what a person can do with their property. There's not a lot of regulations around this area. And so you can see some of the neighbors have built, but this would also be a potential candidate, like I said, just to park a camper, maybe have a shop on the property, things like that. So I wanted to share some potential land use there. In addition, there's already a driveway installed on the property. So, let me pull up the coordinates of this property on my favorite app. It's called Onyx Maps. I love using this app for land visits. I have the hunt version. I have the elite version, the upgraded version. It's like $100 a year, and you get to see all these property lines. All these red lines on my computer are going to be the private ownership lines, and you can see our property has this driveway installed to it. Our property borders a road, so don't worry about that. These lines are just a little shifted, but here's the driveway to the property, and there's some sort of turnaround that this previous owner had put on the property, some sort of natural pond and spring right here too. So, I did go out to this property. Power is going to be no issue. There's power lines right in front of the lot. So don't worry about hooking into power. If you want water, you're going to install a well, or you're going to do some sort of holding tank for water. Sewer disposal is going to be a septic system. So contact a local septic company, contact a local well company if you want quotes on water and sewer. Otherwise, some people, if you're just using it for recreation, might just put a holding tank for water on the property. The lighting was just awful when I went out there. So these pictures, it was really weird lighting this day. It gives it kind of a weird ambiance, but you can see on the street, this is the road right in front of the property. You can see the power lines are right there. So power is not going to be an issue at all out here. And the previous owner, if I pull up satellite imagery and show you what we're looking at here, the previous owner had installed this driveway. and kind of a turnaround. So it is ready for recreational use. It is a potential suitor to build on. There is some sort of small pond feature on the property. There's a lot of trees out here. You can actually hop on Google Street Views and take a peek like from the road right here and see, what this part of the country looks like here. Check that out. So you've got that. You can actually see into the back of the property right here from the road too. So I thought that's pretty cool. You can do a lot of research from your computer in today's day and age, to understand what you're looking at. And I'll zoom out a little bit more and talk about the area. I think I've covered most of my basis. You're going to use a GPS coordinates. You simply copy and paste those and put them in Google Maps. If you don't know how to use Onyx, just use Google Maps and get up to Ponderosa Court. Our property, this straddles one property line, and really where this house is the other property line, and the rest of our 6-acre spread kind of is along Ponderosa Court like that. We talk about land use. If, there's no zoning out here, it's just really residential vacant land. RVs and camping's allowed. Power is available in the area. Again, well and septic are going to be for water and sewer. Mobile homes are allowed, things like that. I want to drop you in a little bit closer. You're really close to Newcastle, like I said. One of the big selling points is the location. You can take a peek. You can hop on all these roads and look at what this area looks like, this part of the country. So like I said, when I think about this property, it's a really affordable land investment. If you want to get your roots in Wyoming, it's a place to build. It's a place to recreate. You have this tangible value. This could be your landing point for all of your Black Hills adventures during the summer. This could be a hunting home base for you. This could just be, and then on top of that, you have this long-term legacy land investment that's going to only appreciate over time. And, it's passed on to the next generation. So 6 acres is a lot of land in Wyoming. You're close to Newcastle, close to Moorcroft and Gillette. You're really close to the Black Hills, Custer, Spearfish, Sturgis, Deadwood. I think this part of the country is really underrated. It's not super regulated. And I think somebody's going to be happy with this land investment. So if you have questions, reach out to us. We're in the business of moving land, not holding it. So we do offer seller financing. We're open to working out a deal with somebody if this is something you're serious about. Just get with our sales team. Let us know what you're looking for. If this is something of interest, get out there and view it. The goal of the deal is for both sides to walk away happy. I do have other properties in Wyoming that we're going to be posting soon. You can take a peek at our homepage. We're all over the United States, mostly in the Western United States and Mountain West, focusing on what we like to consider unique and epic land investments. We want to work in some of the best parts of the country, in our opinion, parts of the country that are still quiet, still rural, still opportunities to buy at the right price. And we think they're going to grow over time. So take a peek at the website. If you have questions, give us a call here at 605-299-5553. Thanks for tuning in.